Hello everyone, how you guys doing this time zone that you guys are in? Hope everyone is doing well, and I'm just doing well. Even though the stream is a little late, because I just recently got home not too long ago from a Christmas party. And I had to drive back to my apartment. But anyway, let's actually get started with more Metroid Prime 3. And the last time in Prime 3, we actually stopped at the pirate homeworld. Where should we actually go next? All right, should be right here. I know it's compiling the shaders. It's a good time to be patient. But it should be done soon, but it probably has to be the next set. Okay, there it goes. That's what I was waiting. Pink screen of death. Well, not really. And now we're at the pirate homeworld. We're space pirates that has the Leviathans. I know there's the craw tanks. And also one thing here with the Prime, no not Prime, but the pirate homeworld, is that the pirate homeworld also known for having the acid rain. And note the acid rain actually hurts. First getting this turn. It's similar to the Mega Turn. I guess it could be somewhat similar to the Mega Turn, and that's in, I'll say in Prime 1. Okay, there it goes. And then we had this thing to drain the energy. But we do need to get the grapple voltage. But we cannot do this key code because we do need the X-ray visor to figure out. Without it, we don't even know. I know we cannot go here yet because we have to go from the other side. And I think he also used secret missiles, if I'm correct. Yeah, the acid rain hurts because it's basically like the fuel gel. So don't stand in too long, or else you want your health to be falling down like a rock. And some pirates are immune to the acid rain, and I think that pirate right here, I think that could be Gandreda. I don't know. Or Gandreda has to be somewhere around the pirate homeworld, probably spying on Samus.
Samus, Gandreda's communication capsule has revealed additional information concerning the pirate facility. We believe there is a cargo supply route that connects directly to the seed. The gate in this room appears to be its main entrance. It will be impossible to go through that area unless you can find protection from the acid rain.
That's right over here. We have to watch out if the acid rain hurt. And all this time, I didn't pay attention to the path that the acid rain doesn't go. I just noticed just now. Oh, yep. Soldier just drains like a rock. It just falls like a rock. No, I know we have to go up here. Go through the tunnels. There could be a way to get that missile expansion from the usually from the other side. Oh. Let's actually go to the left side first, just in case. Oh, and there's the missile expansion. It's on that side of the path. And we're taking this energy cell. Sorry guys, looks like it's some powers that no longer active. That disable the fan right here, and then we can go through that path. Oh, we want to check and see. That's the cross, Hank. Brought the thing didn't stand a chance. That's the one to see this side of the path first. Yeah, I can't go there because, like I said, dude needs fireball. Hold this door. Go to this path. And the pirates doing their thing right here. And is it weird that the pirates don't even know that Samus is here? Nor bother to look at the tunnel. Missile expansion. Actually, I want to check and see if my mic is on. Okay, my mic is on. I just want to check just in case my mic is actually on. Actually, wrong way. I had to go the other one. Right here. Yeah, it looks like phase on ice, I believe. And that's the phase on tank. Oh gosh. And also right up here, X-ray visor. Can't do that yet. Wait, secret missiles. I didn't pay attention. Get that activated. Stand back. Was recommended to get some distance. Usually back a little further so you allow all the missiles to target. Because sometimes if you actually do it in the close distances, it tends to hit something else or don't tend to hit the target. There's the X-ray visor right here. Yes, note this X-ray visor returns from Prime 1. And this is actually somewhat similar to one on Prime 1, but this one in Prime 3 is more when it comes with puzzles. Like I said, it's like this is also more when it comes with puzzles compared to revealing hidden paths. Yes, because it's like how Prime 1 with the thermal visor and the wave beam, then Prime 2 with the echo visor and the annihilator beam, and now this one's going to be the X-ray visor and the Nova beam, which we're going to get later on in the Pirate Homeworld. Too bad Samus still had her default hand position compared to Prime 1's. But here we can see the hidden paths, even as well with puzzle wise, so we actually know what the code to put in now. Let me get this activated. Get this door open. Let's go right in. Oh, that's kind of scaring me. And in the phasite place, you can't see it in the echo visor. Well, not echo visor, the X-ray visor. But the problem is that you do need a Nova beam to do so, to let it to actually phase it through. Yes, you see a heads up. code in.
This is Federation Trooper NZG-41. Can anyone read me? Over. Repeat, this is Federation Trooper. I'm transmitting on an encoded channel. I was taken prisoner during the attack on Norian, but I've managed to escape. I have information about how to bypass the acid rain and get through to the seed. I don't know how long I can evade capture. I'm transmitting my coordinates now.
It actually sounds like a trap. At least we do have the landing site right over there. Oops. Okay, got that unlocked. Actually, I forgot you don't even need to use the secret missiles. But anyway, missile expansion. But first, let's go back down. So we actually, yeah. So let's go back down to get the map from the map station. Yeah, I repeated just in case because I do need to take time when I'm actually speaking. Because there's times even when I'm actually listening to the watching the VOD and hear my voice, because I tend to speak a little fast, making it hard to understand. I had to take my time, and that's it, my friends. This. There's no other code for that. That's strange. Oops, start over. Start over. And now, the map station. That we tend to get the map for the pirate homeworld, and there's the landing site right over there. Now there's an elevator up here, but I don't know if we can actually get up to this part section. We shall see. But also, pirate data, the stowaway. Our attempt to intercept the Federation ship departing Aether were unsuccessful. With them went a collection of Phazon. The first to fall into Federation hands, and they foolishly left most of the Phazon behind, allowing us to quickly collect what we could. But in our haste, we took more than mere Phazon. Our scanners have detected the remains of Dark Samus, who has revived herself with our Phazon storage. Surely we are cursed. The Phoenix Shroud consumed all of the Phazon, then wiped it out a third of the crew in a matter of minutes. Now she moves at will through the halls of Colossus, using her witchery to beguile the minds of the crew. We are unable to call for aid, and only a few of us remain to stand against her. All is lost. And that shows that Darth Sam is willing to control. But the mechanic. Oh, it's a Jolly Roger. Why it looks like that? Doesn't weird. And wait, we have to leave this area and go to the next landing site. Oh, the pirates scare me like, bro. I just kind of froze for a bit, like, huh? Oh, so the pirates. Oh crap. I meant to shoot the missiles, I forgot. I was about to say, and also, more pirate lore. It says our mission. Phazon was discovered 2 stellar years ago, and since that moment, command has been driven to control it all. 2 operations have been established at tremendous cost. Both have failed it, thanks to the cursed hunter, Samus Aran. Here, her Federation allies now move to secure what little Phazon remains on the planet Aether. This we cannot allow. We, the crew of the battleship Colossus, that swear to take that Phazon or die trying. Just jump. Let's save and then enter the ship. Yeah, let's go right here. Hi, how are you? Wait, hi, how are you?
Hey, Kitsu.
Hi, Kitsu.
Hey guys, how you guys doing?
Not bad. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing right. Just got back from the Christmas party not too long ago with my parents.
Oh, Layla, it's 1:38 in the morning. Right, I joined your farm. One thing you definitely want to do is go to the settings and slow down time because it's on 5x speed.
So here in the next area of the
No, I don't have
one of the areas of the pirate homeworld,
What speed do you recommend?
And also, this is face on right here. Be careful.
1x.
Shoot it.
Unless
Explodes.
there's like not much to do.
It only goes to 2x in the real time.
It should
Pi.
go up to 3x. Yeah.
Yeah, 3x.
Also, my apologies for interrupting.
No worries. 3x then?
Yeah, that's fine. And we should go to the next day.
That brony.
Although I can't. You'll have to interact with it because I don't have admin. I assume you're logged in as admin.
Yeah.
Good, that we can
where
go
do you...
right here. And also
Right there. That's right. You're
scan
right
our
next to it.
hand to activate the elevator.
It's simple there.
How's Farming Simulator been going, Layla, and Final Fantasy?
It's been going well.
What if they add Luna Snow to Fortnite?
I bet you'd love that.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, there's face on underneath. Gives you face on full.
I
Yep,
screenshot
tells you it
something.
hurts.
Uh-huh.
Girl needs being in a paparazzi.
Yeah, I put it like 3 days per month, maybe. That's what we do on our farm. 'Cause 1 day is not enough
Okay.
times.
Now we gotta shoot this.
When you're done with the settings, go back and exit out of the menu, and right next to you is the
Which
beds.
opens this door.
That's the farmhouse. Sleep.
Oh, I thought you meant maybe there was like an option in the...
No, I was talking about
Options.
physically right here, not in the menu, right there.
Okay. 8 hours? Or...
Yeah, we can wake up at 08. What's November? We can go to 09.
Oh, it's lagging bad.
0900 hours, because it stays dark longer. Okay. Say everybody else in the farm, we'll get a prompt to do you accept going forward to the next day.
But I know we're gonna encounter the
Okay.
another type of pirate. Yeah. Oh, it's streak bats. Phase on streak bat.
Once again, I'm seeing a red beet harvester on sale. It's funny. Interesting things. Cedar and the disc hero look interesting. You have a cultivator, right? I mean, you already got a cedar.
Yeah, I was given one.
This right here is your cedar, right?
I'll put face on crops. Coming from
So
the
what were your
face on
plans?
pool.
What did you?
I have barley growing in this field.
Plus,
And
it's also right there is the
I
face on
cultivated a couple
alarm
of
system.
other fields
So
that
it
I
will
thought-
activate. So
I
with the
had
face
no
on,
idea
I mean, not the
that I
face
was
on
on
alarm,
there.
the pirate alarm system.
Wow, I see.
That's what I was
Sorry.
got-
So much face
you
on
got
it.
27, 28, 30.
So the pirate alarm system will actually go off.
Interesting. 34 was not.
I'm about to say, it will go off, and then you can actually destroy it and try to deactivate it before the pirate. I think the pirate commanders comes in. I
Yes,
think
I
those
also
are the
got-
ones.
Okay,
Bigger tracker.
so you do
I
need
think
to
one
lime
has-
these fields. Like, you got field 28, a small one next to the silo.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's
ready to roll, but it needs to be limed.
The
first before you
Urchigen
plant
streak
something.
bats. Oh, Urchigen streak bats.
So you would need a lime sprayer.
That's a weird life form. Huh,
Line spray.
that's interesting.
So when you go to the vehicles, the store button, let's see if I can figure out where it's.
here. We're just traveling down the
Yeah, it's
tunnel
under
like a rat in a
under-
maze.
It's under yield improvements, fertilizer spreaders. There's only two things that will do it: the Bredal K105 and the W212. Bredal is cheaper.
Look at that one.
Let's jump. Watch out for the turret right here.
Okay, you want me to go pick it
Sure, since you know the map better than me.
Also, energy tank.
Oh, someone else knows about that game.
up? Yeah, I've heard.
Barcon's the one who got me into it.
I'm so
I can
used
say
to
back.
the Scotland map.
Back
I was driving on the left side of the road until traffic reminded me, no,
Actually, let me go down
go
here.
back to the right side of the road.
Gotta get the rest of my
Time to repair some cables, my friends.
food from the microwave.
So you said you got barley only on one of your fields? Okay. So the other fields you bought are all going to need lime, so I will do that. I don't know, since I'm not admin, I don't think I'll be able to buy anything. Wow, this tractor's very touchy.
That it activate the
My
code.
tractor?
Yeah, it's
got-
wonky.
It's yeah, a little bit sensitive there.
Promote to farm manager.
Time to keep farming.
I'm a bacon.
Moo.
You're a bacon.
So he's a pig.
Yeah, I still need to sign in as admin. That's a separate password for that, just to be able to adjust settings.
Password's bacon.
Really? I don't have one set.
You don't have an admin password?
Unless it's a... No. Unless it's the same thing as a server
Okay.
password.
No, it's
Yeah,
different.
here.
It's different.
Time to rip some shreds, my friends.
But since, yeah, this is an in-game server, so...
But one thing is that we cannot get right over here because there's Fireball
I have no
rail
permission
right
for
there.
it, and I can't save the game or anything. Still won't.
Same with here.
Okay, there's the Bredal.
I can save the game.
And unlock this door right here so we can
Tell
go.
me when it needs to be saved.
Let's see if I can buy stuff. So I'm gonna buy some lime.
Roll down. Yeah, the alarm should
Oh,
go
you
off.
do that? I'm going to...
This is, and it's somewhat and that creature is somewhat similar to the security drone back in Prime 1. The introduce is there's a commander pirate and the pirate commanders. I think it's commanders. Yeah, commando pirates. So it's not, I don't know if it's basically the same one back in Prime 2, but these actually are trained and upgraded with a new armor and specialties well with Phazon. And also, yes, they also can go hyper mode too. And you can use the X-ray visor on them when they actually disappear. So it's somewhat similar to how in Prime... I would say somewhat similar to how in Prime 2 with the Dark Visor. When you see transdimensional objects.
Ronnie, you should get on Farm Sim. It's totally the same as Fortnite,
But-
except that it isn't.
But the difference is that
At all.
you can use the X-ray visor to reveal them when they're visible. But one thing is about this as well is that when they go to hyper mode, they actually interrupt your visor. That you cannot use your X-ray visor, so you have to go straight to hyper mode to destroy them. But if you have the Nova Beam, you can reveal the weak point with the X-ray visor, and it's actually really useful to do so.
Sweet and sour chicken.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's delicious. I wish you all share a farm together.
Layla is showing her farm.
Like IRL farm.
If y'all want to join, you can. You only need farm simulator.
I don't have that kind of money either.
Right.
Dealing with tens
Broke.
and hundreds of thousands of dollars being thrown around.
Same, I'm broke, but still thankful. Well, I should be
I need,
thankful no matter
need
what.
that monopoly money.
Nowhere, there's already gonna be some food and crops too.
Wake up.
I've had it. Hey,
Is,
Jordan.
Indeed.
is that the wild Jordan?
Hmm?
Is that the wild Jordan?
It is.
Nice to
In
meet
the
you.
wild-
I had a friend who was a rancher. I cut ties with him because he kept making raunchy jokes. And I just got tired of it.
It was fun. Yo.
But he was a rancher, and yeah. All he did, most of what he did was like almost medieval. Like he wasn't about to like rely on anybody or anything. I was like, okay.
Might be alpha male.
Yeah, he didn't want to. He really had such disdain for the government. Didn't want to rely on the government for everything. Was like, well, how are you gonna get your land? Oh, well, other than all things that obviously need the government, but other than that, not gonna rely on the government for anything. 41. I was like, okay, have fun.
I mean, at the same time, that's actually kind of makes sense because when you rely on the government, because you don't remember, mankind is really twisted behind that they do, especially what they do behind closed doors. That God already knows what they're doing, and that we have to be cautious about it.
Mm-hmm.
But we shouldn't be like so heavy and just only rely on the government. Yes, it's true that people rely on it, but they ain't gonna save you. But only God can. And He's the only
Yeah,
one who
there
can
you go.
provide.
Trust in God and not man.
Like I said, mankind can be twisted behind closed doors and just backstab you at any point in time.
You can
There's a
only trust
limit.
God at the end of the day, yeah. See what I'm doing, Layla?
Driving away.
No, I'm not driving away.
And now we're actually head to the hallway. I say we're gonna encounter more of the commando
Yeah,
pirates.
I need
Uh,
a hug.
The alarm. That's also disabled.
Fertilizing.
So I'll get Jordan a group hug.
Thanks.
Indeed.
A
I
virtual
feel
one.
like poo on a stick.
Oh hey Abraham, welcome back.
What
dude.
happened, Jordan?
Yeah, you do need a hug.
I just don't feel good. I don't know. I woke up extra stuffy this morning, and I was just very weak and exhausted. But I had to pull myself out of bed and get dressed because I had a massage therapy appointment because sometimes you need a good old massage.
Yeah.
And
Well,
And also more
so
pirate
anyway,
lore.
I went
Said
to
the
that
first
and
disciples.
I got coffee
Our struggles have
and I put
ended.
gas in the car
She has
because
shown us
I'm
the
going to
error
attempt
of our ways.
to go to the children's
The way
Christmas
is
program
now
in the morning
All previous vows
because
of
the children were kind
of
of on my
beauty
case all
have
week
been foreshown.
about coming,
We now plead
and
Soul
I'm gonna kind of
Alliance,
double dip
to
in the
our
morning. I'm gonna go to
liberator,
my church for like
the
an
Great
hour,
One,
and then I'm gonna leave
Dark
and go over to
Samus.
their church for the
We
program.
bear a singular honor.
But
We
there's
lucky
that.
few,
But anyway,
for we are
I don't know.
her first disciples.
ugh, I
Our
just feel
burden
like
is a
poop.
happy one, for
But
we
hey,
will
somebody's gotta
pave the
poo on the
way
stick.
to her glorious victory and cosmic rule. Let the
But I
light
don't
of
know. I
Phazon
think
lead us.
it was
I
maybe
feel like in think about this too,
maybe
that's
a lot
somewhat
of the
like a
stress
biblical
from
standpoint. I
Thursday.
feel like that Dark Samus
Because
is almost
usually when
kind
I
of
get
similar
stressed, I
to
get
the
sick.
Antichrist. Like
And so it
the
could have
It's
Antichrist
just
with the
also that
capital
time of
A,
year.
if you think about it.
well, yes,
But
but I've been
one of the
around
pirates,
coughing, snotting kids for the last
or maybe
month,
the
and I've
bounty
been
hunter,
fine.
maybe, or one of the bounty
But I
hunters.
think it was just
Well, I shouldn't willing to say
all
one
the
of the
stress
bounty
of
hunters, but
Thursday
probably one of the pirates,
just kicked my butt.
or maybe as well, Ridley
Because
could be
I
the
mean,
false prophet.
I
we had
feel
the
you.
thanks. We had all the stress of my counseling appointment, and then we had all the stress of being thing 1, thing 2, thing 3, thing 4, and thing 5.
And the Phazon could possibly be probably somewhat close to
I
the
don't
mark of the
mind
beast.
seeing Will, and I
I
didn't
don't.
mind
It could be
seeing my
that, but I
aunt.
don't know.
But I'd still like to shove Bill off the top of a building because he can't keep his eyes to himself. And well,
Also, we do
I
have
mean, the
Phazon
pastor was
Metroids in
nice,
the tank barrier.
so for whatever that's worth.
Also,
The
note
pastor's
this
wife, though, on
too.
the other hand, couldn't get away from me
Dude,
fast
this is the
enough.
only game.
And it's like,
This is
okay,
actually the
are you
only
scared of me
Prime
because
game
you
in the
think what
trilogy
you're
that the
accusing me
Metroids
of
don't
is gonna
attack
hop
the
on you,
space pirates,
or you're
and
scared of me
even the
because then
space
I'm gonna try
pirates
and bite your
appear in
finger off
the
again. Which technically,
room
if she
together
goes-
with the Metroids.
if
They
she
don't
gets-
intend to attack
if she
one
gets in
another.
my
It's
face,
because
I might
it
consider
wasn't meant
it
to be
again,
script,
like I considered it a couple
or
months
it wasn't
ago,
script because
but
it
why you don't
really
get
wasn't
Jordan's face.
script to actually attack one another.
No, she got in
Compared
my
to how
face
Prime
back
1
in
and
July
Prime
when all
2.
the poop
My
hit
guess
the
this
fan,
is because to
and
do the
she's pointing her
Phazon
finger
that
at
it was
me, so I lunged
being
at her
controlled
like I
by
was gonna
Dark
bite her,
Samus.
and then they're like, "You lying devil, you!" And I'm like, "Excuse me."
Lion Devil,
That sounds.
excuse,
What?
the brother, huh?
I am confused. There's a lot of biting and stuff. Wow.
Well, it was okay. She was in my face, shaking her finger at me, very, very close to my mouth.
Okay. Oh, it's
Mine.
I
this.
would
Okay,
not be at
Karen.
that church anymore then. Do not
I'm
go
not.
to that church.
I haven't been there since July, but anyway, she was in my face, she was shaking her finger at me, so I lunged at her like I was gonna bite her. And then her husband, and her son were all like pointing at me, going, "You lying devil, you!"
Lying.
And I just kind of,
Lion
because
Devil. Okay, I
apparently-
am one. Can you tell?
apparently me lunging at her like I was gonna bite her means that I'm demon possessed. And then that night, she took it a step further, and now, mind you, the pastor had said that my aunt and I could still come to church there if we wanted to. And I thought to myself,
Oh,
like,
heck
I'm gonna try and make this work. And anyway, the point was that night she tried to prevent me from coming in the building, and then she grabbed my face to make me look at her, because when I'm feeling threatened, I don't look at people. Technically, the only people I look at in the eye are people I have a trust with. But anyway, the point is I wasn't looking at her because I was doing my disassociating thing because I was triggered. And anyway, she grabbed my face to make me look at her, and I pulled away, and then she grabbed my face again, and I said, "Don't you touch me." And she said, "I can touch you if I want to touch you."
Oh
I
no.
must say, you
that's-
should really
that's fight.
tell
That's a punch
the
in face.
pastor or even
Sorry.
someone like the deacons as well.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Because
Yeah, that's-
doing something like
people
that is
people acting like that. They're the.
it's really
demons.
not.
and then she said, "Are things gonna change? Are things gonna change? Because you need to repent and get right with God, because you're not saved." And I said, "I am too saved." And then that's when the pastor said, "No, you're not. I seen a devil in you when you tried to bite her today." Like, what?
We meet bite her.
Wait, did you notify the pastor about this?
It was the pastor's wife that was in my face.
That's one thing, quote unquote, bite her in the face. That makes no sense. You're convinced about that. Plus,
Sounds like they're antagonizing.
everyone's gonna get angry, and she's the one she has to repent anyway, because she's the one just acting
Yeah.
like that and just grabbing you in the face. Plus, one, that's
Starting
not.
fights.
That's just basically
Like,
just being religious and just walking in the flesh. That's not even setting an example of
Like,
Christ.
Okay, so
That's
if they really
Like-
believed that you were possessed, they wouldn't have antagonized you like that. They would have come at you with Bible verses and holy water sprinkling on you and all that jazz, like in Hollywood.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
didn't do that. They acted like devils, stooping down to that level, being
more like the
childish.
Pharisees.
So they
And,
knew
like,
better.
I will willingly admit, like, okay, on my end, on my aunt's end, no, it wasn't right for her and I to be screaming at them. But they had started it. They had instigated it. They were the ones screaming at us. So, like, no, it wasn't right for us to be screaming at them, and no, it wasn't right for me to lunge at her like I was gonna bite her. However, they instigated it. They created most of that problem.
Yeah, and then once they grab
And-
you, and they
I was
can
about to
say,
say-
I can do whatever I want, and they're touching you, laying hands on you, no. Absolutely, they should go
and-
to jail.
Right.
And
I was
Mhm.
I was getting
while
ready
we
to
were
say.
screaming at each other, standing in the like atrium, foyer, whatever you want to call that area when you first walk in the building, while we were all standing there screaming at each other, so my aunt was standing against the track table, and I was standing like facing her, and the pastor and his wife, which mind you, the pastor's wife is my aunt's sister. Anyway, that's all irrelevant. So the pastor and his wife are standing over here on my right. Their son is standing on my left, and the pastor puts his hand behind me and puts his hand behind my aunt and pushes us toward each other and goes, "Yeah, things haven't changed between you two, and you two should just move in together."
I don't know, moving together is the word. That's how they should
What is wrong with those people?
religious,
largely
being like the
because-
Pharisees. Seriously.
Yeah,
pastor's-
Pharisees, very
pastor's
toxic
wife-
bunch.
The
Holy
pastor's
moly,
wife
they're toxic.
The pastor's wife was taking one hug out of context. One hug, and being like, "Because you hugged me too tightly and gave me a two-armed hug, you're still a lesbian." And I'm like, "Excuse me?"
That makes
Like,
no
pretty sure
sense.
that was-
I'm
Pretty sure that whole
serious.
lesbian thing was crucified at the cross. Pretty sure the Lord delivered me from that, thank you. That hasn't been an
Okay.
issue in 4 years.
What denomination is that so I know to avoid it at all costs?
Well, it's not about the denomination. It's about that specific church is narcissistic, and they like to have extreme control over all of their people. Like, I have literally all the other churches within what they would call their denomination, I've never had a problem with.
Okay.
Like, all the other
Just
churches
local
within,
drama.
like, that denomination, like, all the other churches in that denomination that I'm associated with, they're great. Like, the people love people. Like, the pastor, like, the one church that I go to that's 2 hours away, I don't go there very often, but it's within that same denomination. And I only go up to that church that's 2 hours away a couple times a year because it's so far away. But when I went up there for church camp this year, and they were aware of everything that had went down with me and the church that I left, and I was like, mentally, I was not okay. Like, I wanted to like off myself. It was a whole situation. And every single time I hit that altar that weekend, people from that church were up there praying for me. And then the pastor from that church, the last day of the last service, he came up and was praying for me. And he's like, "We love you here. You're welcome here anytime you want." Like, very, very like loving and supportive.
That's
And
literally
so-
the example of how we're supposed to treat each other, especially as well to have fellowship with one another as example in Christ Jesus, especially through the Holy Ghost.
But yeah, so it's just that specific church that I walked away from is a whole narcissistic nutcase. And some people locally even go as far as to say that church is a cult.
I'll say yes.
I'm not sure I would say
Why
that it's
not?
a cult, but because I do believe they have a lot of really good people there. And like I told somebody earlier tonight, I honestly don't think the pastor is the way that he comes across. It's just his wife and his son and daughter hold so much control in that church that he gets tired of getting an earful at home for certain. So because he's tired of dealing with the earful he gets from his wife and his children, he tends to take it out on people in the congregation. Not that
Here's
that's
the thing.
acceptable, but
Here's
That's
the
the
thing.
evil
He should
church.
be a man.
Mhm.
He should be a man, and he should man up and take control of his
Yeah.
family.
Yep, because
Yep.
he
That's
has
the role
no
of a
right
man in a
leading a
family.
congregation if his wife is like running him into the ground.
Right.
Yeah,
Especially both the husband and the wife, especially if you're a pastor, they both have a role to follow Christ. But usually it's the husband that one that leads, not lead in their way, but how God's going to lead the husband is going to lead the man through the Holy Ghost. Whether it's by family, especially at church, and especially if you're a pastor, you have to be locking in with the Lord completely, especially how God's going to use you through the Holy Ghost to lead people, especially leading the family, including your wife as well. Because
Mhm.
you shouldn't just stay silent, not saying anything, because the husband also had to set an example of Christ as well, and how, especially when it comes with marriage wise. Like, yes, I understand, like you don't want to be hard, but it's better to speak up and be truthful and be an example of God, especially if it hurts. And if your wife's not going to do anything and not even going to take responsibility, even be held accountable as well, including usually the wife not being held accountable, as I say is to divorce. If it's not going to keep doing it, and don't want to take accountability, yes, it's better to be divorced for that because you already let know a couple of times you don't, and she refused to listen.
Well,
It's
and
All right.
what's kind of scary about the whole situation is they kicked me out because they were still accusing me of struggling with lesbianism issues, but yet they have a man that goes to that church that is lusting after every woman in the congregation, and they do nothing about that.
that's
I think
Wait,
that's
hypocritical,
wait,
to
what.
you
be
left this
honest.
church, right?
Right. I left this church 5 months ago.
Okay, so why are we talking about it now? It's old news.
Just probably because I was venting about being sick because I got stressed out on Thursday because I had to see those people.
Okay.
So don't mind me. This is just me rambling. Ignore me.
Jordan,
Layla,
we're here for you. If you anything you need to get off your chest, we're here for you.
Right, and there's nothing wrong like to vent, because there's nothing wrong there to be really open and honest as well. Because a lot of us do struggles trying to be open and honest, especially what's going
Yeah.
on. And personally, like it's hard even for me, because even have to bring out like the stuff I'm holding on, even things from the past as well. But it's better to have someone, especially someone who is a brother slash sister in Christ, to talk to, especially what you're going through, to encourage one another and looking out for one another.
The whole thing's kind of crazy because part of me, like when everything went down in July, part of me just wanted to like throw in the towel, walk away from God, and the whole 9 yards because I wasn't seeing a godly example. But then I thought back to all the years that my grandma prayed for me, and I'm like, nope. Like, because it was my grandma's death that brought me to the Lord, and I'm not going to let her death be in vain.
Yeah, never give up on God. People will always disappoint. Never give up on God.
Amen.
And I'm sorry you had a really, really bad experience. You were right to leave that church.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I should have
Just
left that
just leave
church.
them back there. Don't let them continue to traumatize you like that.
Mm.
Yeah, I should have
Yeah.
left long before I did. But every time I thought about leaving, I kept coming up with excuses to stay. Until I finally got to the point of like, how many more excuses am I going to make for those people? Like, someday we're all going to have to give an account to God. And like, I can't keep making excuses for staying where it's mentally not helping me. And like, they always came across as the, like, I don't even know what the word is, but basically the idea of, if you leave, you're backsliding and going to hell.
Well,
But what I've
it's
told
not.
a couple people was I couldn't stay because it was like walking into hell every single time we went to church, because it was like constantly walking on eggshells, never knowing when you were gonna do or say something that was gonna tip the cannon.
They were
Also BRB, you
manipulative.
guys. Also.
And I'm just like, nope.
I'm back, you
I
guys.
asked the Lord 3 times to deliver him. And the Lord said, "My grace is
Let's do it.
sufficient for you."
Oops. Let me turn down the music.
Sometimes
like-
it's that.
Like, I don't have all the answers for why I've been seemingly going around the same mountain with the same battle
Of course, the pirates.
for the last, well, it's been years, but specifically
And-
really
and of
3
course
years
one is gonna
since
set
I
up the
started
alarm.
really fighting for my healing. And like, I don't have all the answers why. There's been times where it seems like I've gotten my healing, and times where it seems like I haven't. Like, I don't have all the answers for that. But what I do know is, you know, since I started, you know, really focusing on, you know, just by faith walking out my healing, like, I feel like, you know, I've seen more glimpses of hope in the last couple months than what I've seen in a long time.
Thanks, Draken. But like to keep you in prayers, brother.
And I'm just
I wasn't
I'm
doing
figuring
pretty
out
well.
when you're obedient to what the
My
Lord
parents and
tells
I
you to
just
do,
got back from a Christmas party not too
You
long
know.
ago.
everything's gonna be okay.
So you
Yep.
said barley's planted in field 27, Layla?
And like I said, because also going the process too with my mental health. I'm taking each time and taking nice and slow. Used to doing some push-ups, sit-ups, and even as well. Even asked the Lord to help me to examine my heart, especially to expose the things that's really going on when I'm holding on behind closed doors. Especially what He wants me to work on.
Yeah, and like David prayed, "Search me, O Lord."
Because I also did have to talk to my parents about that. And I had to say thank the Lord for my parents, especially as well to use them through the Holy Ghost as well to encourage, because I really needed to.
Yeah, because you were going down some very crazy path there. I was kind of concerned for you there, Pizza.
Yes, I'm still somewhat am, but it's still in the slow process.
Yeah. Well, like Varkon said, don't give up on God.
Right.
Amen.
Yeah, like, was it 2? It'll be 3 years ago in February. Like, my aunt took me to a vitamin
And also
herbs
go to the X-ray
specialist
visor.
person, and
Set the
he
pattern.
gave me a vitamin for my situation, but he told me that, like, if this vitamin doesn't work, what he thought the situation
The
was,
elevator.
and that I needed to go see a gynecologist, and I was like, no. Like, all my history with trauma says absolutely not.
There's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with therapy, because I have to take therapy
like-
too recently.
And like, I'm not saying it's wrong to, like, go to doctors or whatever. That's between each person and the Lord. But I just felt like for me, like, I was to just put my trust in the Lord for healing. And
Also said the party was actually really good. And it was fun too, Dragon Kid. Sorry,
it was like,
forgot to answer your question.
that was, I'm trying to remember here. Was it February of 22? I want to say it was February of 22. And then
Also, getting this energy cell,
when we kind of had a little bit of a situation,
and that power is
Church,
drained, and the Phazon Metro is
where
going to come
a number
out.
of us had went to this other church to hear this missionary
First-
give testimony of how he was almost murdered, but the Lord spared his
Set-
life.
First,
And
set
so
up this cable.
we came bouncing into church the next day, and we were praising God that this guy got to a hospital and got help and everything. Come Wednesday night, we all got reamed up one wall and down the other because, according to the guy that taught on Wednesday nights, he claimed that he didn't understand how we were praising God that this guy got to the hospital and got help, yet we condemn others for going to the doctor. Which I don't know what
Yeah, my
planet
parents
he was
had
living on,
me take up my
But
speech therapy classes.
no,
That I
nobody's
did
ever
discover
condemned anybody
on
from the
myself.
pulpit
That's interesting.
there
Too.
about, not going to the doctor. A lot of people misinterpreted some of the things that have been said about, walking in faith. But anyway, it was a whole situation, and my aunt's dad gave me a verse that night that, about trusting the Lord. And in that season, I believed that was my answer. And so I was going up for prayer like every single service. And that was in, let me think here, that was in May. I want to say April.
Take your
That was
time.
in early
Drag
April. And by July, it seemed like the physical situation I was having had completely turned around, and everything was getting better. Well, by Christmas that year, we were was it Christmas? January or December or somewhere in there. It seemed like we were right back to square one, and I'm like, wait a minute, I thought we were better. How are we back to square one? And anyway, I just kept going up for prayer and just determined I was going to trust the Lord. And well, then fast forward.
And also, anyway, since the power went out,
August of
we had to
year,
deal with Metroid
by then it
Phase
seemed
on
like
one.
the physical situation had disappeared again. And I was like,
It would-
okay, what are we doing?
It went to
Going
Dark
back and
Samus.
forth?
Well, actually,
I'm
not Dark Samus, but
Sinai. What
Chozo
is
Ghost
happening?
theme from Prime 1.
Well then, yeah, by late last year, early this year, it seemed like we were once again back to square one. Well, the church I go to now, they believe in healing and the laying on of hands and all of that. And I had went to their Good Friday night of worship, and I went up for prayer, and then the pastor had me testify. And I just told the congregation that I believe.
Oh, but I said, why the
had
Metroid is
taken
going all
place,
around?
and anyway,
Okay, I had to take
When-
care of some dishes. Oh, okay.
Layla,
so then I
which line is 32 and 34 for you? 30 and 31 are the rice patties, so maybe we line. So you're good to go to get ready to start planting stuff there whenever you want. Do you have two greenhouses?
Experiment unsuccessful. All attempts at using Metroid as the weapon power source fail.
You have a greenhouse.
Experiment status report update. Metroid Project Dread is nearing the final stage of completion. And if I remember too, that's like people believe that there's a hint with Metroid Dread. That was originally, because if I remember, Metroid Dread was originally meant to be released on the DS, but it was scrapped, sadly. But
So you're gonna need like a.
but I feel like my guess is that project was picked up again and redone, and it
maybe
was
they want water.
and it's finally released
They need water.
2 years later, or well, not 2 years, but 2 decades later, in 2021.
But yeah, so
Well,
anyway,
actually,
I just
we'll say 2
on Good Friday
decades,
this year, I just felt
but
like
over
my
a
healing
decade.
was done.
A couple years later, in
then,
2021,
But I
Metroid
didn't,
Dread released on the
physically,
Switch.
I didn't feel any change through July, August, and even into September. Well, then we had a healing prayer line again at church, and I went up for prayer, and when I got back to my seat, I heard the Lord speak something to me, and ever since I started obeying in what the Lord told me to do concerning
Flash
that
forward?
situation, I have seen like a complete turnaround. Like
We cannot go there yet because it's acid rain.
last month and this month were like so much better than what like physically things have been in a long time. So there we are.
that,
So we're all on a journey with Ford.
put that down.
Journey to go get the water trailer.
Yeah, we all have a journey to follow the Lord. It's going to be different for each and every one of us, but the same result. We're doing our part to follow.
Yep.
It's not always going to be a one-off same, but in the spiritual, it is the same, but not in the natural.
And I have dumped so much money this year into massage therapy and chiropractors and counseling that it's kind of insane, but it's working. So I think at the end of this tunnel, all the money that I'm spending now will be worth it in the long run.
And that's the Phazon Puffer. I'm trying to scan it.
So do I enjoy spending all this money? No. But
Yeah.
this is the season
Oh, it's
we're in.
Puffer Mine. Phazon Puffer.
So
Yeah, especially with the winter. Especially when it's winter, it's really rough on the mental health. A lot. I'm not denying that.
Yep. Holiday season. Some of us are missing folks that we used to spend the holidays with that are no longer here.
Yeah.
yeah.
Whether out of state or
Worst
they
time ever.
passed.
Yeah, please don't make me cry, guys.
And Dragonkin in my chat says, ain't that the truth? And it's really no surprising, dude. It really ain't.
Like, granted, I haven't spent Christmas with my grandparents on my mom's side since I was like in my late teens, early
And it's
20s.
the source discovered.
But that's because I didn't really have a relationship with them
After
for a
our
number of years
after our
because of
liberation, she
my
left us
stepdad not
adrift.
being willing to take
We
me
thought
and my
this
sisters to
a
see
test
them
of
after
our
he divorced
loyalty,
my mom.
and
So
so
that's like
we
a whole nother
endured.
adventure.
Some
But I
said she
literally
abandoned us.
Found out on
They
January
were
2nd of this year
promptly shot.
that
Disciples do not
the
doubt
doctors were
their
only
leader.
giving him a couple months to live because he had lymphoma.
When she
And
returned,
within a week, he was dead.
it was on the back of the Titanic, starborn beast. As we
So
as
this
we
year's been a whole
groveled in awe,
thing because then
she ordered
in
us to follow
July,
the
we
beast
lost my
through a
aunt's
rift
dad,
in space.
who was very much
a
a pillar
wormhole.
of faith for what
Some
a lot of
refused
us
to
believe
follow,
concerning healing.
afraid of the unknown.
And so
They
I was
too
telling somebody
were
earlier
shocked.
tonight, this year
Disciples
in
must be
itself has
fearless.
like taken a major toll
Once through the
on my
rift,
mental state, and
we
that is
saw
not
a
okay.
singular wonder
Well,
phase,
was your mental state
the
doing
source of
better now?
all Phazon,
I
in
think
the cosmos.
so, maybe.
Phase,
As
the
long
home of our
as
glorious
I can
leader.
like not have to see people.
Yeah,
from
anytime
my
I'm singing the
church,
biblical standpoint on this one too,
like,
I always feel like Dark
I
Samus
don't
is
know,
somewhat
I'm
to be
still
close
trying
of
to work
the
through,
Antichrist.
I don't
And I'm saying the Antichrist with the capital
but,
A,
like, sometimes, like,
which is the
Matt
global,
just says,
as
like,
we know, the global
sweetest things to
dictator
me,
that's going to come,
and
that's
because
going to
of,
come in at any point in time in the end times.
you know how like
In addition to that,
when something
with the rapture of
negative
the
is
church,
spoken over you for like a lot of years, like that's
once it
what
steps
you
in,
just learn to believe.
once the Antichrist steps in,
That's the season I'm in. It's just different things that my abusers.
Sorry, I was laughing because of
But like different negative things that my abuser spoke over me when I was younger. Like, it's like, what's the word I want for
that's
it?
before the suit.
Like whenever.
And note
Matt
this, that's the
makes sweet
only thing that's
comments,
gonna be
like
for the
tonight, he asked
the
me what I
PED
wanted to
suit.
talk about. And
No,
so
seriously.
I was asking him. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know, but like I believe in wearing skirts and dresses, and I believe in wearing a head covering. I also believe
We
in
do
not
need the
cutting my
spider ball.
hair and all that. Well, anyway, so I was asking Matt tonight about like, you know, what do you believe about, you know, like women wearing head coverings and all that. And so he told me, and he, you know, he agrees with, you know, what I believe, which is great because that's, you know, you know, when you're in the process.
Hers
of
knows,
trying to
like,
decide if
sits in the back.
the Lord wants you to be a certain person, like you do need to agree on, you know, foundational things like that. If
And
that's
we say
a part
the
of what
GFS
you
true.
believe. So anyway, but he said he remembers, like he agrees with me wearing it, but he also remembers years ago, before I started wearing it, and he basically said that I was beautiful with and without it, and that how he loves my long hair and all that, and stuff like that makes me want to cry, because like I personally do not feel like I am worthy of such a man. And so like that was kind of the issue Thursday at therapy. Was
It's back there, but we can't
I was
go
telling
there
my
yet.
therapist that like last weekend, like Matt was making really sweet comments to me and everything, and like it's hard for me to just, it's like in my heart I know he's being genuine, but my mind hasn't quite caught up with that yet.
Well, I had to mute that for now. I actually do want to focus. So let's scan. And it said that GF troop, yeah, the Federation Marine probably knows, but somehow it knows way too much than any other Galactic Federations, to be honest, in my opinion.
I'll call out the instructions. We must synchronize our movements or the security claims won't release. Are you ready? Pull. Twist. Push. Let's get going.
Probably could stay, but still. Wait, I forgot. There is checkpoints in Prime 3. But something seems off when we watch this cutscene. Turns out it's Gandrada. And like the other bounty hunters, he has a PED suit and also controlled by Dark Samus.
You know, you should never trust strangers, Sammy. This is gonna be fun.
So with Gandrada's battle, she basically go all around the room and also tend to shapeshift to other enemies and bosses too that we already fought. So be cautious too, and also watch out as well, because she tend to latch onto you and you have to shake her off. So here she actually going to the Berserker. Actually, I wouldn't say Berserker Lord, but the Berserker Knight. So she's Berserker G. Yep. Say that's that's a woman. Yes. I feel like that line alone when you said Dragon King, same energy as Lorax. It's like that's a woman. So she's going to the Arrow Trooper. It's basically still the same. Because even with all the moveset, it's basically still the same how it was before. With the other enemies and bosses that you have fought. Yeah, it was like Ghostbusters. I mean, it could be someone's inspiration. Yeah, so anytime anyone has a PED suit on, knows that they have phase on, that they can go hyper mode at will. that should go into the swarm bats. And also note this, when she has to go to the swarm bat, well, not the swarm bat, swarm bots, you can use the X-ray visor to know which one it is, but it's at the same time it barely bothered to know which you're shooting with the X-ray visor, because it's already a bunch of other swarm bots around. Plus, you can use the screw attack too to go through the fake ones. With that, we actually go to the second phase where she started opening the entire room where it has surrounded by acid rain. And then she goes into Rundus that we already fought before. It's basically the same how it was when we first fought Rundus. I wonder if Dark Samus is trying to use Gandrea to transform to other people to actually make Samus feel bad and feel guilty for killing them. But at the same time, Samus had no choice to do so, because they're already been controlled by Dark Samus. Because due to the phase on blast that happened at the beginning of the game in Norian. But Gandrea, this fight can take a while too when it comes in the hyper mode difficulty. Now she transformed to Gore, and it's basically the same how it was. Also note this, be careful with the acid rain, because sometimes it actually can put yourself, actually this time you can accidentally put yourself to the acid rain, and it, like I said, it drains your health. It actually can drain your health and goes down like a rock. Like literally, it actually drains your health so fast. I feel like it's more like a Berserker Knight than a Berserker Lord. Now, one thing, in the standalone Prime 3 release of, the Prime 3 version, the standalone version, that you can actually can kill Gandrea really fast by using the screw attack, but they patched that in their trilogy, sadly. Well, at least we have the Plasma Beam too, so basically when she transformed to run, this is making it a little more easy. Trust me, my heart is just straight pounding at the moment. Because Gandrea's fights can be hectic as well, and it can be hard. Oh crap. Oh crap, go, 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 go. Okay, now they remind me of Majora's Mask. Specifically, its second phase where it grows arms and legs and start messing down funky moves. Yeah. But at least we could shoot the projectiles so we get some health, because we do need some. Rip the ice armor off. Trust, my heart is just pounding at the moment. I swear. Also, one thing, Gandrea is fine in the acid rain. And now we're actually going to the final phase where Gandreda actually will transform to Samus, and also she'll go to hyper mode, and even as well she will try to turn invisible. So you also have to use the X-ray visor to reveal. Yeah, and I feel like that some parts of the moves are similar to Dark Samus battle back in Prime 2. With the boost ball, especially with the cannon. Oh crap. Actually, I think this is when you hit like 75. I think probably when her health is really low, that's when she actually stops transforming and she goes to hyper mode. As well use the turn invisible. Imposter, yep. Like I said, because Gandreda can shapeshift to anybody. And plus, she's basically acrobatic too. And she's turned invisible, so we have to go to her X-ray visor. And one thing too, as well, that she can just go back and forth with the X-ray visor. And also go hyper mode. But I also do want to be wise with my health too, especially if I go hyper mode. Yeah, and she's going to hyper mode. I mean, you don't have. I mean, with some bosses, you really don't have to go hyper mode unless it take way too much time. You see it's Gore and Gandreda, mostly Gandreda. I remember as a kid when I was doing the hyper mode difficulty against Gandreda, it took me a while to do so. Okay, no. Yeah, when Gandreda latch onto you, you actually try to drain your health, so watch out. Dude, that's actually the first time in a while that Gandreda actually is able to latch onto me. Like, seriously. Like, the entire battle. But usually I don't have to go to hyper mode, but I do want a good challenge too. Gandreda is almost dead, just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. She's almost dead. And there goes Gandrada. And with that, she actually begins to transform to other bosses, and especially when that Sam is actually already fought, even other enemies. Even to herself. And also plasma beam charge glitch. And there goes Gandrada. And in addition to that, we after defeat Gandrada, we got the grapple voltage. Yeah. But usually Samus trauma is usually not that heavy. Well, I would say not that heavy compared to against Ridley. So with the grapple voltage, it's basically the same how to use with the grapple lasso. But one thing with the grapple voltage, you could actually can send some of your health and even gain some health by controlling the stick. If you push forward, you actually send in some health. If you push back, you're actually gaining some health. Like this, pull, and getting some health, and you also drain the shield. Actually, saying that the only bounty hunter that I use hyper mode against is Gore. That's it. That sound's still there, dude. Also, we have the terminal for the pirates right here. And don't worry, after this cutscene when we leave, it's gonna stop the sound. It's usually just a little glitch, that's it. Yeah, hopefully it'll stop. Oh, yeah, it's still going. So I had to deal with this, guys. Don't do dumb stuff on trains, kids. Indeed. Don't do it. With that, we also have more lore. The Leviathan. Our leader provided us with great wisdom on many subjects, including the improvement of our mighty battleship, Colossus. We followed her teachings and turned our vessel into a ship without peer. But more work remained. Dark Samus required a mighty flagship, one to strike terror in the hearts of her enemies. The might of Colossus was not enough. She demanded more. Her solution was unique and most excellent. That we took her great star beast and fitted it with cybernetic weapons systems. Crew quarters and command consoles were placed within the beast's skull. In time, we created a mighty dreadnought called it Leviathan. The great leader was pleased. Oh, the sound stopped. Okay. And the plasma charge being stopped. And now we do need to go back here.
Samus, Unit 217 has discovered evidence of hidden Chozo artifacts on Skytown. Perhaps these could assist you in accessing the rest of the pirate base.
And we have to go back to the Elysia Skytown. Because we're gonna get the spider ball. Oops, meant to exit out the planet. Or zoom out. Time to roll. Let's roll. Ba-dum-tsh. Look, it's the Shriek Bat. Screw that, we're using the screw attack. And also one thing is too, for each planet, every time you, well actually, with the Leviathan that you destroy on the planet, you're going to include new enemies as a result for the Leviathan being destroyed, known as the Phasonroid. Yeah, the Phasonroids. Well, at least this is only zip line. Ow. The door hit my face. No tampons, okay. Wait, did I already went over there? One check. Oh yeah, I did. Also the drones. Taking some health from you. Because with the grapple voltage, be careful too, especially when you actually send the health, because you can actually drain your health too. That's something to be cautious about. It can actually risk you of dying when you're actually in a very low health. Go into cannon and just blast away. Actually, that's the wrong way. Probably have to take the zip line. Yeah, when it comes with the zip line sections, I'm not crazy about them. Well, I'm not crazy and even not a fan. But even when you get hit in those orbs, sucks. Okay, you gotta start all the way back here. Sometimes it's hard to hit it because you're going so fast. But thank goodness for hyper mode. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, that's the way I'm supposed to go. Go down. But I do know we come back here, or we have to backtrack a bit for lose it for a while. Because spider balls. With the spider balls, especially with some spider rails around. I see the phase on Roy from a distance. Actually, let's see what's down here first. Actually, it's going up. Nothing there. So with the Phazon Royals, they can be pretty annoying to battle because you have to keep going to hyper mode constantly to actually destroy it, and they actually split. You actually can split apart into smaller variations, so you gotta watch out. Look, it's gonna travel all the way over here. Wow. Don't worry, I'm waiting for you, buddy. It traveled all the way over here. Okay. There's a phase, yeah, phase Roy. Is that phase Roys are masses of Phazon energy that form after a Leviathan has been destroyed. They retain a small bit of sentience and are mindlessly aggressive. The only way to destroy a Phasoroid is by attacking it with Phazon-based attacks. However, this has a side effect of causing the creature to split into two smaller forms. Once the Phasoroid has split small enough, it will simply fly at a target and detonate the contact. It is said that some Phasoroids may split into a rare crimson color form, which is actually the red one. And we do get, I believe we do get the yellow token that's from the red Phasoroids. Also, there's the red one right here. Oof. That was so cool. So I was getting ready to die from Phazon corruption, or like Phazon overload. And there's a gold token. This was in the air though. But what a convenient spot though. But why up there was hard to get it? That's my question. Now, that's one thing is too, that with the Phaseroids, or Phaseroids, like once you kill them, they're forever gone. Because they don't respawn back. I said respawn back, they just don't respawn at all. But once you kill them, they're gone for good. The guys, then the enemy's supposed to respawn back. And they respawn out of nowhere. Okay, this ain't the area. Nope, wrong one. Yep, that's the one right here. Let's send some energy. That's why it's risky with the grapple voltage. Well, at least it gets screw attack on this part. But it's Fireball though. Oh, this goes the cable, but oh well, we got screw attack. Can't go wrong with screw attack. Pull this, drain the shield. That the energy is offline. Let's stand back because we only use the Seeker missiles. Open this door. You can see a fireball that's down. That is in the pillar right here. Also, lore. Defeat. The 2 weeks following the Sea's impact were disastrous. Like the Aurora unit, we too were infected with a Phazon-based virus. The spreading corruption consumed many of us. putting us under space pirate control. It was not long before only a handful of us remained. During this time, there was but a moment that we received aid. Gore, the hunter dispatched by the Federation, arrived here to restore the Aurora unit. Our hope quickly vanished as he too was corrupted by Phazon and lost his own will. He now leads the assault on the remaining survivors, taking more and more of the station over with each day passing. There is no hope left for us. Soon, we too will be among the enemy forces. The last of us now stand before the brink of our history's end, silently waiting out our final hours. I'm an Elysian, descendant of both the Chozo and the First. I am facing the last moments of my life and transferring my memory to the data pod. Man, plus all the lore too. That's really interesting to read upon. Let's see, we have a gear that's right by us. Oh, it's back. It's back there. You can flip it. You can also shoot. And put that gear back on. There it is. The spider ball. Welcome back, friend. Been there for 3 Prime games so far. And we can go on rails! Also the Chozo statue. Oop. Also, like before, like in Prime 2, you can actually use both the boost ball and the spider ball together. Ow. There's the missile expansion up there. Also help. Also we'll go down here. Leads to the missile expansion. Actually, let me go back here real quick. If that's the same one. Ow. Well, actually, I think I did got it. I just saw it on the way. Probably might check again later. Also, St. Brandon, thanks for the follow. How you doing, my friend? Let's go up here. Dang, you launch yourself up. I actually love that with using the Spire Ball and the Boost Ball. You actually launch yourself in a specific angle. Actually go up here because there's actually something up here. Oops. Also, energy tank. I see that Phaser Roid's back. Well, I want to say back, probably a different one. Oh wait, no, it's not back. It's just basically a new one. My bad. I have it come over here. Hey, buddy. How about a nice gift? Missiles. Oh, okay, I already got the red Phaser Roid. Yeah, like I said, once you kill the Phaseroid, they're gone for good. There's a gun missile. This is a ship missile expansion. Got it. Already got that.
Samus, this is Admiral Dane.
Where's the Sarge?
I've ordered the Federation fleet to walk to the pirate homeworld and begin the invasion. I think it's time we took the fight to them. We'll contact you when we're ready to commence our assault.
Actually, want to back here. Ow. Got the missile expansion. Like I said before, just like Prime 2, the missile expansion is 255. I was thinking after I get the Nova Beam, I'm gonna mostly backtrack. Just in case, because there's some parts that require use the X-ray visor, especially with the Nova Beam. Because it also will be some, even as well, some doors is gonna be the Nova Beam door. Actually going back to the landing site. And save. So we stop there. So we're gonna stop there for the night. I'll take some help from you. So you're just gonna stand there? Okay. Convenient. Not doing nothing, just standing there. Well, I guess she's already got me. Oh, not that enemy. I mean, different variations of Shrink Bats that we see throughout the Prime trilogy so far. save. Is actually where we're gonna stop here for the night. I say thank you guys for stopping by on my stream. I really do appreciate it a lot. Even you guys are lurking and do other things at the moment, I still appreciate the support you guys have for me. But anyway, let's see who we can raid for the night. I actually see Kitty actually playing golf. What's actually Ashton was who raised one. Well, actually we can just raid Kitty if we want. Let's get the raid message out to her. And also thank you guys for the stream. I might stream again maybe, well, I'm not pretty sure tomorrow, but I know somewhere this week I will. Well, actually not this week, next week I will. But anyway, I'll see y'all in the next one. Hope you guys have a blessed time zone. God bless you all. May heaven smile upon you. Peace.